ITV has confirmed that both Emmerdale and Coronation Street will be getting an extra episode for the second week in a row. We already knew about the episodes this Sunday, March 29th. But now we know that both soaps will also air on Easter Sunday, April 5th. On both Sundays, the episodes will air earlier than usual, with Emmerdale at 7 p.m. and Corey at 7:30 p.m. If you're the kind of person who watches on demand via ITVX or YouTube, these episodes should be dropping in the morning as per usual. The schedule for ITV's soaps has been pretty chaotic lately, partly due to various sporting events, but also due to repeats of Vera. You can find out exactly what the schedule changes are for the upcoming week right here. Essentially, the Sunday episodes are making up for the episodes that our fans are missing out on due to all of the changes in scheduling. And while next week is another messy one, it looks like the week commencing on Easter Monday, April 6th, is back to normal. That means, when you factor in the Easter Sunday episodes, it's the first time each soap has aired 3 hours worth of episodes across a 7-day period since January. Don't get used to it though, as ITV's Managing Director of Media and Entertainment Kevin Ligo strongly believes that 5 episodes at 30 minutes each a week is the right amount of episodes that fans can fit into their viewing schedule. They better provide the opportunity to meet viewer expectations for storyline pace, payoff, and resolution. These changes are motivated by doing what we believe is best for the continuing success of these important programs in the long term. The corridors of ITV headquarters were unusually tense that Monday morning. Usually, the buzz inside the London building carried a familiar rhythm. Producers discussing scripts, executives sipping coffee while scanning ratings charts, assistants rushing between meetings. But today, something felt different. Something bigger. Because overnight, a decision had been made. One that would ripple across millions of living rooms. Both Emmerdale and Coronation Street, 2 of Britain's most beloved soaps, were about to change their schedules yet again. And not everyone was happy about it. Chapter 1, the announcement. At precisely 9 a.m., an internal memo landed in inboxes across the building. Confirmed. Additional Sunday episodes scheduled for March 29th and April 5th, Easter Sunday. Within minutes, the news spread like wildfire. Another change? Muttered Claire, a senior producer on Emmerdale, rubbing her temples. We just adjusted last week's scripts to fit the new slots. Across the hall, Tom, who worked on Coronation Street, leaned back in his chair and sighed. This is getting ridiculous. Fans barely know when to tune in anymore. The chaos wasn't random. It had been building for weeks. Sporting events had taken over primetime. Episodes were shifted, delayed, or even skipped. And then came reruns of Vera, a decision that had sparked heated debate among loyal soap viewers. Now, ITV was trying to fix the gaps. But in doing so, they were creating a new kind of storm. Chapter 2, The Fans Speak. In Manchester, lifelong Coronation Street fan Linda Davies stared at her television guide in confusion. Sunday? Again, she said aloud. Since when do I watch Corey on a Sunday? Her husband chuckled. At this rate, you'll need a calendar just to keep up. Meanwhile, in a quiet Yorkshire village, 19-year-old Samira checked YouTube on her phone. I'll just watch it online, she shrugged. They always upload in the morning anyway. That was one thing ITV had gotten right. Despite the schedule chaos, episodes continued to drop on ITVX and YouTube like clockwork. Early in the day, ready for the growing audience of on-demand viewers. Still, not everyone appreciated the shift. Social media lit up with mixed reactions. Why can't ITV just stick to a schedule? Sunday episodes are actually kinda exciting. I missed 3 episodes this week, because I didn't even know they aired. The divide was clear. Some loved the unpredictability. Others were exhausted by it. Chapter 3, Behind Closed Doors. Inside a sleek conference room at ITV headquarters, executives gathered around a polished table. At the head sat Kevin Ligo. He tapped a pen lightly against his notebook as the room settled into silence. We need to address the concerns, he began. Yes, the schedule has been unconventional. But there's a bigger picture here. A younger executive leaned forward. Viewers are frustrated. They feel disconnected. Kevin nodded. I understand that. But we also need to adapt. The way people watch television is changing. He paused, letting the weight of his words sink in. 5 episodes a week, 30 minutes each, that's the right balance. A murmur spread across the room. It allows for better storytelling, Kevin continued. Better pacing. Stronger payoffs. Claire exchanged a glance with Tom. They both knew what that meant. Fewer episodes. More pressure. Chapter 4. The Writer's Room. In a dimly lit writer's room, scripts were scattered across a long wooden table. "Okay," said Mark, a lead writer for Emmerdale. "If we're adding Sunday episodes, we need something big. Something that justifies the change." "Like a cliffhanger?" someone suggested. "No," Mark replied. "Bigger than that." He walked to the whiteboard and scribbled 2 words. "Event television." "That's what this needs to feel like," he said. "If we're asking people to tune in on a Sunday, we give them something they can't miss." Ideas began to flow. A shocking betrayal. A long-awaited confession. A character's dramatic exit. Across the building, the Coronation Street team was having a similar conversation. "We need stakes," Tom said. "Real stakes." "Then let's raise them," replied another writer. "What if everything changes this week?" Chapter 5. Easter Sunday. April 5th arrived faster than anyone expected. Easter Sunday. At exactly 7 p.m., Emmerdale began. The opening scene was quiet. Too quiet. Fans leaned forward, sensing something was coming. Then, a secret revealed. A relationship shattered. A moment that would be talked about for weeks. At 7:30 p.m., Coronation Street took over. And it didn't hold back. A confrontation exploded into chaos. A character made a decision that would alter their future forever. By 8 p.m., social media was in meltdown. "This is why I watch live TV. Best episodes in years. Okay, maybe Sunday episodes aren't so bad." Chapter 6. The Aftermath. The next morning, ratings reports poured in. And the numbers were impressive. Streaming figures on ITVX had surged. YouTube views were climbing by the minute. Even traditional TV ratings showed a noticeable spike. Back at ITV headquarters, Kevin Ligo reviewed the data with a satisfied smile. "People complained," he said. "But they watched." Claire and Tom stood nearby. "Yeah," Claire admitted. "They did." Tom nodded. "But can we keep this up?" That was the real question. Chapter 7. Return to normal. As the week commencing April 6th approached, schedules began to stabilize. No more Sunday surprises. No more sudden shifts. For the first time in weeks, things felt normal. But something had changed. Fans had tasted something different. 3 hours of soap in a single week. Big, bold storytelling. Unpredictable schedules that led to unforgettable moments. "Do you think they'll do it again?" Samira asked her friend. "Probably," came the reply. "And will probably complain again." They both laughed. Because deep down, they knew the truth. No matter when it aired. No matter how chaotic the schedule became. They'd still be watching. Chapter 8. The Future. Back in the ITV boardroom, Kevin looked out the window at the London skyline. "These shows have been running for decades," he said quietly. "They've survived everything." He turned back to the room. "And they'll survive this too. Because Emmerdale and Coronation Street weren't just TV shows. They were traditions. Conversations. Shared experiences that connected millions of people. And sometimes, all it took was a little chaos to remind everyone why they loved them in the first place."